Wagwan people, welcome to Challenge Player One. Now, at the time that you're watching this, at the time that this video is out for you to watch, this is 3 years in the making. This is the first time we're getting a guest on. And also at the same time, this is 4 years from when the idea was a thing. And I remember sitting down with Yuri in a Costa somewhere in Regent Street, telling him about the idea, speaking to Jonathan on the South Bank, overlooking the Thames. And we're like, you know what? It's now come to a point where we're ready to take things to the next level. We're ready to get a guest on. We're ready to bring people in that love gaming, that want to chat gaming, but we also want to know more about them. Now, this guest I have on, yeah, God knows how long I've known this brother for. I'd like to say since 2016, 2017. But I remember in 2018, I told this brother about this idea. I was in my old retail job. I remember he walks in. I'm like, oh, rah, been a minute. And I'm like, look, bro, I've got this idea. I want to chat to you about it. And before I could even finish it, Donnie was like, don't worry, just let me know when you're doing it. I'll pull up. And since then, from time to time, man will ask me, yo, when you doing your gaming thing? When you doing your gaming thing? Let me know, let me pull up. And it's kind of one thing that's always kind of meant a lot to me, especially in the creative scene where you need people around you that as soon as you have an idea, you need people to hold you accountable and tell you, yo, what's going on with your idea? How far is it going? Like, how can we support? How can we push out? How can we do what we got to do? And so my boy, one of the most entertaining DJs in the UK, one of the most expressive dancers, one of the most elaborate skaters. Man's got enough energy to solve the world energy crisis. My brother, DAMNSHAQ, my boy.
That intro made me feel like I was the world heavyweight champion to us. Oh, crap.
My brother.
Come on.
What are you telling me, man?
I'm there, man.
I'm glad we're finally here, like,
come on,
at a point where we can actually just talk about what we love. Do you know what I'm saying? But before we get to all of that, I want to talk about you, right? I want people to know a bit about you, but also kind of like how far you've come.
Okay.
So I've got a specific date in mind, right? What can you tell me about the 28th of September 2018?
Oh my gosh.
Ace Hotel.
Oh, it's that?
The very first.
The first DAMNSHAQ house?
The very first.
Oh, it's that? How can I not know my old dates? How do you know the first dates?
Hey,
that is crazy.
Bro.
You're doing your job.
I'm doing my job.
I was like 28, like, what? Is that the day my kid was first incepted? No,
bro.
Maybe I do.
Hey.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the first DAMNSHAQ house. The funniest thing about it, yeah, I never wanted to do it.
Is it?
Like, I didn't want to throw a party myself. Like, I always just thought, I'll just do it for other people. And then my business partner, Kyle, that throws Waves party, I was a resident DJ for him first. And I built up through like doing 10 p.m. Then next thing you know, I'm 11 p.m. Then I'm 12. Then I'm main slot. So I was just used to just being a resident DJ for him. Then one day he was just like, bro, throw your own thing.
It's about time.
I said, me? Sell out a room? How?
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you got this. So then for time, I think it was like a build up of like the whole summer. He's on me, pressing me, when? And then he was like, you need to come up with a name, Shaq, just a name. And for time, I'm just rattling my brain, what? Then I remembered, my boys used to go to your mum's house. There was an event called your mum's house. Did you ever go?
It's Dalston. Yeah, low rise roof thing. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Never been.
That place is bomb. Back day.
Everyone's saying it used to kick off.
Back day, it was banging, bro.
But for me, like, obviously them times I had a girl at the time and then I was working bare. All I knew was work. So I never used to go out with the man them at all. So I always thought to myself, fam, they always talk about it, but I never experienced it. I'm gonna make my own thing, like DAMNSHAQ's house. That's how it really came. Like I said, I never got to go to there. My friends loved it.
Yeah.
Rather than me go to their house, come to mine, you get me? And then that's how it kind of started. Managed to sell out the first one, Ace Hotel.
Yeah.
It was kind of mad still. It sold out pretty fast. Mad line around the corner. And then we've just grown since, man.
Bro, do you know what's even mad, yeah? Is the last one this year that we went to was like 23rd of August, bro. I remember I was waiting for like our usual batch. Brother, I have never seen a more chaotic line, a more chaotic gathering of people. But like, and it was crazy because obviously looking at it back then, when you were doing Ace Hotel, 250 Cat, and now you're doing Still Yard, and it was pack out, bro. Like, how does that feel for you now that time has gone, it's been like what, maybe like 6 years now. How does it feel now for you kind of doing that to where you're at now?
It's crazy, isn't it? It's not been an easy journey at the end of the day. Like, yeah, I was building, but there's probably about 3 times I've stopped. Like, I remember I'd done all the way up to the point of Ace Hotel, and then I took a break again. Then I came back and then I did Orange Yard, and then that was a big comeback for me, and that was like 350 capacity. I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then off the back of that, we carried on building, and we managed to do Brixton Jam, and then that was the biggest we had ever done. Then the pandemic. Then we came back from the pandemic, and then we did XOYO, and then we did E1, and then that's like 1,000 capacity, and it's like, whoa, and then I disappeared again.
Yeah.
And you know, like, obviously when I say I disappeared, you know, depression, that's like I got low though.
Hyperbolic time chamber, you done your thing, yep.
And then a year out, and then I came back, and then we did Brixton again, and we slowly just started to try and just build up that momentum. So I think for me, like, every time I'm on that stage, there's a point where I look out into the crowd and I think, wow.
Yeah.
Because I just think, how have you guys allowed me to come back here again and do this again? Like, because a lot of times people say, like, once you have your time, you have your time, and once it's done, innit?
Right.
And I've had 3 goes at this, and somehow, by the grace of God, I'm still here, and I'm still kicking, and I just feel grateful every single time.
Of
like,
course.
because how has it grown to this extent, like, where it's like, okay, 850 capacity, that's the biggest I've done since I've been back. I didn't think I could do another one when I came back. So yeah, man, it just feels like a big blessing, man.
I think it's credit to you, one, and your character, two, like, to the point where you can always, there's not many people that have the tenacity to leave a situation and then come back and say, you know what, I'm gonna still do this anyway, irrespective of Wagwan. You gotta silence the voices and be like, you know what, I'm gonna still do this anyway. So the fact that you went into the hyperbolic time chamber, you had your saying vest on, you were doing your thing during that time, and you came back and you're like, boom, I'm gonna do X or Y, I'm gonna do E1, I'm gonna do Still Yard, and I'm gonna still like get it to that point. I think it just shows more about you, and it just shows more about like how much people appreciate you. Cause, and to be fair, I don't know many DJs, and it's so funny because you know how now we've got like South African like Amapiano DJs that will come out and dance on stage while they're doing their mixes. Bro, you're doing that from Wade, bro. Like back there was one DAMNSHAQ, you had like a group of like youths dancing on stage. Like you'll come out, you'll start dancing on stage. Like it's more than just you being behind the decks, it's you actually being an entertainer for the people. So how does that tie in? Because I know back in your Unity UK days.
What's that?
How do you kind of bring that into what you're doing now?
Obviously, like, dance was my life at one point. Like, I've always been that kid, like, dancing in church, Michael Jackson at school, you know what I'm saying, with the red, you know what I'm saying, with this glove and everything in front of my whole school, everything, you get me? And I think, obviously, dance taught me a lot. That it taught me how to express myself. Like, nothing comes close to what dance taught me. Like, and then obviously the key thing that matches with what I do now is music. So everything kind of ties into one, because when I DJ, I get to entertain you, I get to use my voice, and I get to use the music, and I get to amplify enjoyment in one space, essentially. And yeah, that's kind of what dance allows me to do. Like, obviously now I kind of muck around and I just do dumb stuff on the gram and whatnot, but then also the main thing that dance brought me is confidence. Like, so I'm always able to, like, when I was younger, I did Got to Dance, and I was a finalist with Unity Academy. That was 50,000 people. So like doing a venue of like 300, 500, like, I don't really look at the number. Like, people go, "Rah, like, how do you do that?" I don't really see it. Like, I just kind of just do it. Like, I love entertaining. Like, I feel like that's something that I feel like God gave me. Like, I feel like I was born to do it. So now I just try my best not to shy away from it and just do my job.
No, facts. It's even crazy, right? Because you exude a confidence that many people want to have. So even if it's like you're on your Insta and you're like dancing in a crowd of people and everyone in the background. There was one video you done here where you're dancing, and I kid you not, everyone in the video was just there like, and not even on the frown face tip, they were just like, it's just not, most like events or whatever that you go to, or industry events you go to, people already kind of have a bit of a wave, and you're just there like, put the camera down, and you're just shaking around, and people are like, rah, like, I wish I could do that type beat. So the fact that that's just a natural thing, I think that's what separates you from everybody else or other DJs that might have their own events. Or even now you've got more you've got like bigger establishments of teams where they're not the face of their brand. Do you get what I'm saying? So the fact that you're the face of your brand, people are still coming out. You can go on hiatus, you can go on a hyperbolic timetable, come back and still do your thing. I think it's more credit to you. Do you get what I'm saying? So
it's not just me though, man. Obviously,
and
we got the team. Obviously, there's only 3 of us now. That's only gone to 3 now.
Yeah,
before it was just me and Cal. And we've added T. So me, Cal, and T.
Yeah. Sometimes there's only 3, bro. Even like here, CP1, bro. There's 3 of us as well, innit? So
it makes sense, man.
So listen, there's 3 power in the 3, bro.